Hey, this is Nola Ada, and you are now rocking with Il McKenzie, right here.
What up, world? It's Man 504 Detroit. You already know every Tuesday, every Thursday, tune in to the hottest radio station across the land, Quarantine Radio. They put some down and they play all the hottest new music. Let's get it.
It's your boy Gabe, and I want to give a big shout out to Quarantine Radio. Make sure you check them out every Tuesday and every Thursday. And thank you for supporting my new single, Down Low.
I want to hear that new soul-free wisdom on Quarantine Radio.
Yo, what's up, man? It's the Kid Swiffer, baby. Young Swift. One time for the check-in with my dog, my homie, Il McKenzie. Straight out of ATL, Georgia. And you know how we rocking out here, baby. Let's get it.
Being humble getting no respect.
Alright, we're back. It's your boy iDub once again with another edition of Quarantine Radio. I'm slowly getting everything progressing and everything on quarantineenterprise.com. I actually did go back and I edited everything with the video from Tuesday. It's kind of chopped up and everything because, like I said, I forgot the cord. I got it this time, so you are probably looking at us on Facebook Live right now. So you can actually go on YouTube, check out the interview with Shanita on there. She was very, very informative. Anybody that's a photographer, you can check that out. Get some pointers that she provided and everything. Another thing that I want to talk about, as I stated on Tuesday, Ginger Supreme drinks, you can actually check them out on Amazon.com. Go to Amazon.com and you'll actually check out Ginger Supreme drinks. They have 6-packs, 12-packs, all these different Caribbean flavors. You can check it out. My favorite was the ginger beer. That's one that is really, really strong. It's like most of the Caribbeans like that strong ginger beer. So check that out on Amazon.com. Also, as I was telling you, I'm actually working with Joy Connected People. They have an event June. I have to double check that. July for a community event. So we're actually going to be looking for artists to actually come out, perform for the community and everything. You hit me up, info@quarantineenterprise.com. Right now it's only $25 for artists to perform, so hit me up. I'll make sure you get your spot and everything. So other than that, yeah, right now, sponsors like I just told you about a couple of sponsors. They go to right now. You see the banner behind me, or the black drape behind me. They're going to have their banners behind me. So any sponsors, go to the website quarantineenterprise.com. Click on the sponsor link. You actually will see all the different packages and everything. Whatever package you want. It's the platinum. My bad. It's the platinum package that actually you will have your actual banner behind me or back there. So be on the lookout for that. Or you can just have your banner on the website and just have a 15-second, 1-minute ad on the show as well. So be on the lookout for that. As always, like I said, we were on the Blog Talk Radio platform. Now we're on the Spreaker, and you actually get to see us. The reason why you get to see us is thanks to the interactive showroom. So I'm going to let Steve take the mic right quick and actually give you a little insight on what the interactive showroom is and how you can actually come here and actually check them out.
Thank you, DJ Ill. And first and foremost, we are humbled to be sponsoring Quarantine Radio here at the home of the Interactive Showroom. A little brief intro of the showroom is we're a production company that fulfills stages and PA systems for live events, generators. We do music and motion DJs. We've got a team of 6 quality wedding DJs that go out throughout the season to do weddings. We've got a variety of New Year's Eve gigs coming up that we're honing in on. Snapshot Photo Booth is also here in the Interactive Showroom. And it's just an opportunity for our forte is bride and grooms, weddings, but any type of clientele, quinceaneras, sweet 16s. We had a church group in here a couple weeks back. Can just come in, they get to see everything that they're going to have. on the day of their special event or wedding. We go through the dance lighting. We go through the MC skills on the microphone. They get to see and hear the sound system. They go out in the other room and they go into and check out Snapshot photo booth. It's pretty much like a live viewing here for anyone looking for the best entertainment in all of North Carolina, I must say. In any event, we are located at 2007 Wake Forest Road. I did want to also mention, before I get carried away with the address and the website and the phone number, we did have Shanita on here, and she is an amazing photographer, and we did talk some business, but we also are the home of Feel the Moment Photography. And I must get in the habit of saying that because Doug, our boy Doug, he's our photographer, listened in the other day, and he was commenting that we're not mentioning Feel the Moment Photography here. And you can see Doug's work. It's behind me on a table over here, but you can also check out our photography alongside the DJ and the photo booth, and we do decor in the sense of the decor lighting that you see in the room. In any event, once again, getting back to our address, we're 2007 Wake Forest Road, up the street from Costco here in Raleigh, next to the Bison and Snoopy's famous hot dog stand. Our website is musicinmotiondjs.net, which you can also get off the quarantineenterprise.com website. And our phone number is 919-880-2625. Again, that's 919-880-2625. I welcome anyone to call us here any time of day. And we are doing a major bridal show, last and not least, January 6th and 7th at the NC State Fairgrounds. And I welcome anyone that wants tickets to come onto the showroom and see us. Tonight's guest is Porsha. She's an amazing makeup artist and very excited, and we're looking for a fun time in tonight's podcast. And at this point, or at this time rather, I'm going to hand it back over to DJ Ill. Thank you very much.
All right. Once again, I appreciate Steve for allowing us to have the podcast here. Like I said, we're at 2007 Wake Forest Road. Come check us out. Hire us as a DJ, and you get to see me DJ every Tuesday and Thursday. I'm one of the DJs that you can choose from. Also, you can go on the website. If you see other DJs, we all have our bios on there. See what might match you perfectly. All right. So first track that I'm about to do is Fat Boy with Cupcake. This is Fat Boy with Cupcake. Then we're gonna come up and chop it up with Porsha, find out about her career and how she got started and everything. So this is Fat Boy with Cupcake. All right.
What's going on? This your man Fat, the F, the A, the T. You now riding with Quarantine Radio. We got this.
You got me going crazy.
Must be produced it.
Lately. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it.
Shout out Floss B, man.
Baby, you stay on my mind. I wanna make you all of my time.
Tropical drinks and fine minks, sitting right over the Cuban links. She love it cause it's real. She always did love the way it feel, and she always will. I pulled up with some Dawn and some crushed ice. Back rubs for a dawn off a tough flight. Tell me she hate it when I'm gone, she can't sleep at night. And by the time the bottle gone, we done up twice. She a keeper, so I keep her in. Look all that talking from the people, I don't sleep with them. Plus she hope I don't forget about her in and out of town. Black lace gown, she just wanna hold her fucking down.
I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. You got me going crazy. Thinking about you lately. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Baby, you stay on my mind. I wouldn't mind giving you all of my time.
President suites and first class seats. Gourmet sweets, bon appetit. Whenever it's her and me in the sheets, don't have to speak. Catch us on the Sunset Beach for 2 weeks, huh?
Fly away, take this here to another place with my baby. I love it. I love it. It don't matter what the people say, I'm gonna love you anyways. As long as I'm with you, no complaints, it don't matter what we do. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. You got me going crazy, just thinking about you lately. I love it, I love it, I love it. Baby, you stay on my mind. I wouldn't mind giving you all of my time.
I'm getting cake, so we wait on them dinner days. Then I contemplate on fate, on how you give a chase. I ain't with the fake, I hate to be the band loosen. And sluffing hip-hop, hard to be with the band. Let's go. Plus your man's rapping, and your hands clapping, and your fingers snapping. This ain't time for the acting, this is time for relaxing. Stop trying to fight me, stop trying to box me. But surely you got me, like Adrian, I'm blazing men if they gazing in. No hotels, when I'm talking the days in. Cause you know I'm about to fast flow like Joe, and I don't wanna be the player no more.
Ran the streets to chase some skirts, and on the line I played the flirt, and I told some stories of my life, and I brought them home and said goodbye, and then I heard this cougar growl, and we conversated for a while. She came up to my surprise, and on her mission ride or die. Ran the streets to chase some skirts, and on the line I played the flirt, and I told some stories of my life, and I brought them home and said goodbye, and then I heard this cougar growl, and we conversated for a while. She came up to my surprise, and on her mission ride or die. I played the cool, kept my composure, baby. She came close, come close. My eyes was closed and I still saw her. She's got me, she's got me. Falling in love wasn't my focus. She's baby. She's got me, she's got me. Movie screens and magazines, mama. Interviews and all these things, mama. What's my status? Check the book. And I've accepted, I'm looking on Facebook. So what now? Booty like throwing at me. But I'm dodging, cause shorty like loving me. Guess I slipped up, now I'm caught up. Cause she's wifed up, and I'm loved up. Hold me down, queen, she told me. When she rock the bed, she hold me. Make me cook food, I'm full, she feed me. Look me in my eyes, say she's not supposed to be here. When the sun rises, be elsewhere. When the sun rises, could leave me. What she really wants from me. She's got me, she's got me. Falling in love wasn't my focus. She's got me being my own Beyonce. She's got me, she's got me. Never at a club just to wanna turn up. Popping bottles, two-stepping all the way, turn up. Got me feeling schoolgirl schooling me, teaching me, gaming me, slow down, trying to get the best of me. Her body's on fleek, show no, but she got up in my mind. Then she, you kissed me, you thought me, you me, you kissed me, you love me, you kissed me, you got me, got me. Wait a minute, damn.
I got you, baby, got you open, got you real tight. I know you're scared of loving, baby, but it's alright. I got your back and I'ma hold you down through thick and thin. Cause ain't nothing like your lover and your best friend. And I know the mother chicks was unreliable, but this is true love, it's undeniable. And now it seems that I'm the only thing that's on your mind. Cause now you got me and I got you and it was on time.
I played the cool, kept my composure. Closer, baby. Oh, my eyes was closed and I still saw her, baby. She's got me, she's got me. Caught up with you, lady. Focus. Caught up with you, lady. Caught up with you, lady. She's got me. Now she has my name.
She look better than you.
Black and ball, you a genius, you digging me?
My new girl looks better. Yeah. You a throwback, boo. I'm on the new and better things. My new girl look better than you. My new girl look better than you, yeah. You a throwback, boo. My new girl looks better. My new there's no more me and you. My new girl looks better. New girl look better than you. You a throwback, boo. You had your chance, but you couldn't keep it true. I packed my things and I left you with the crib. We couldn't never get along, girl, we knew it was gonna end up like this. I ain't never coming back, baby, no way. Quit calling my phone and texting. Moving on to something brand new. And she looking way better than you do. My throwback boo, I'm on to doing better things. A new girl look better than you. A new girl look better than you, yeah. You my throwback boo. My new girl look better. There's no more me and you. My new girl look better. My new girl look better than you.
We broke up last summer. How the fuck you got this number? You treated me like a cold to a flu. Yeah, I don't fuck with you. You a throwback boo. I done moved on to something brand new. Let me tell you something about my new boo. She look better than you.
You a throwback boo. I'm on a new and better thing. I'm on a new and better thing. New girl look better than you. My new girl look better than you, yeah. You my throwback boo. My new girl look better. My new There's no more me and you. My new girl look better. Why would I take you back the way you treated me? I gave you everything, girl. I had to move on to something better than you, girl. Something better than you, girl. My new girl look better than you. You a throwback boo. I'm on to doing better things. Throwback boo. A new girl look better than you. A new girl look better than you, yeah. You a throwback boo.
Poppin', she know that I'm poppin'. That's probably what she taught me, yeah. Proper, had to lay it down proper. That's why she call me Poppy, yeah. Stop it, stop it, stop it. The bitch got options, yeah, yeah. Bitch, you got options, yeah. Her, I can't decide. Hurricanes or water slides. Whoa. If you come and bring your friends, I'm thinking maybe 4 or 5. Got a couple valley from LA. Got foreign from Dubai. Got all them round the way. And I got more than 5. Now she choking off the smoke. Either that or she choking off the deep. So many you thought I had a cheat code. Your bitch was easy, they ain't nothing but a freak though. I'm sleep though. But they ain't peep though. The monster about to have a feast though. Yum, 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 delicioso. Go to I'm finito. Jump, poppin'. And if that's a problem, you can kick rocks and play in traffic. To make it happen. You know I got options, please just stop it. I know you photo shopping, I know you IG thotting, I know you plotting. You know a came from the bottom, you know a got it, and now you know a young poppin'. She know that I'm poppin'. That's probably what she taught me, yeah. Proper, had to lay it down proper. That's why she call me Poppy, yeah. Stop it, stop it, stop it. The bitch got options, yeah, yeah. Bitch, I got options, yeah. Girl, I got options. Models is poppin', cougars that's solid. I got a chick from DC, she got a new, but that ain't my problem, yeah. Got 31 flavors, I'm really a player. Tooted and booted and don't hit him later. Ain't tell your mans cause you know he a hater. I put it on you and you call me Poppy. So baby girl, forget about the mother guys. And you ain't never had a one-night stand, but this the one that probably changed your life. Ooh, if anything could happen when you blow up with me, understand that you're f***ing with a G. I'm the man that your man wanna be. You know I got it poppin'. She know that I'm poppin'. That's probably what she taught me, yeah. Proper, had to lay it down proper. That's why she call me Poppy, yeah. Stop it, stop it, stop it. The bitch I got options, yeah, yeah. You know I got options, yeah.
Cause what goes around again. If you only call it when they want your body, never want nothing else. You got too many bodies, not enough money. Keep it real with yourself. FDN, girl, tell your friends. Girl, he ain't even live. Just stack your bread. FDN, girl, tell your friends.
He ain't even lit, yeah. If I could take it back, yeah, I would. Take it back to when it was back to all good. We never should. Tried it like a lame, started cheating. In the tabloids, Snoopy sucking his comparison. I used to run with, why they don't talk about the gotta deal with, she blows it. World star recorded this, her throat is sick. And I'm the bitch you wanna sleep with. 2 middle fingers up before we go. Cause it's I'm yelling, y'all. 2 middle fingers up before we go. Yelling, y'all, yes, y'all, yeah. Young B.
Oh, if he only call it when he want your body, never want nothing else. You got too many bodies, not enough money. Keep it real with yourself. FDN, girl, tell your friends. Girl, he ain't even live. Just stack your bread. Gotta be bougie. Ain't starting these groupies. My hitter, gotta be cool with it. When he ain't act a fool with it. He gon' lead it up, ain't gon' never mistreat it unless he beat it up. And they gon' keep it 100 for a real woman. Know it's real when he doing all of the above. It's all love. So if he only call it when he want your body, never want nothing else. You got too many bodies, not enough money. Keep it real with yourself. FDN, girl, tell your friends. Girl, he ain't even live. Just stack your bread. FDN, girl, tell your friends.
He ain't even lit, yeah. If I could take it back, yeah, I would. Take it back to when it was back to all good. We never should. Tried it like a lame, started cheating. In the tabloids, Snoopy sucking his comparison. I used to run with, why they don't talk about the gotta deal with, she blows it. World star recorded this, her throat is sick. And I'm the bitch you wanna sleep with. 2 middle fingers up before we go. Cause it's I'm yelling, y'all. 2 middle fingers up before we go. Yelling, y'all, yes, y'all, yeah. Young B.
Oh, if he only call it when he want your body, never want nothing else. You got too many bodies, not enough money. Keep it real with yourself. FDN, girl, tell your friends. Girl, he ain't even live. Just stack your bread. FDN, girl, tell your friends. Girl, he ain't even live. Just stack your bread. Don't leave a trip. FDN goes around again. Just keep your head up, stack your bread.
Nowadays we're fussing too damn much, making it so stressful, ready to give up on love. How would you feel? Yeah, yeah. But never mind, I dropped 10K on the ring. Still there wasn't enough, it's such an ungrateful thing. How could you deal? Yeah. Even the nights I would get on my knees, just to pray to find a way out. I'm wondering, how could this be? Still I say, time and time again. Up and down, back and forth. Now we're back from lovers to friends. I never ever keep a secret from you. No friends will come between us, girl, I'll adore you. Time and time lovers to friends. I never ever keep a secret from you. No friends that come between us, girl, I'll adore you. You stay saying what the haters say. Used to love and war, now we hate on these things. You stay to play after we're done. But never mind, I dropped 10K on the ring. Still that wasn't enough, it's such an ungrateful thing. How could you deal? Yeah. Even the nights I would get on my knees, just to pray to find a way out. I'm wondering, how could this be? Still I say, time and time again, up and down, back and forth. Now we're back from lovers to friends. I never ever keep a secret from you. No friends that come between us, girl, I'll adore you. Time and time again, up and down, back and forth. Now we're back from lovers to friends. I never ever keep a secret from you. No friends that come between us, girl, I'll adore you.
Alright, we're back. As I told you everybody before, if you're a new listener or whatnot, if you listen to any track and you like it and everything, if you go on Spreaker.com or on YouTube, well, I don't think I'm uploading them on YouTube, I just think I'm just uploading the videos on YouTube, but if you go on Spreaker.com, you'll see these little, I think they're gray now, it's either yellow or gray. You hover over them, you'll see exactly what tracks I played. Underneath that, you also see a list of all the songs that I'm playing as well, and you can actually play the song without actually listening to the broadcast. So we'll have like a play right next to you, go by, and you can listen to the song without actually listening to the broadcast and everything. So those are a couple of different ways to actually see what songs we're playing, what artists, Google the artists and whatnot, hit them up on their social media sites and everything, just like that. Alright, tonight on the show we have makeup artist, and I just said, she just pointed out to me, I don't know why I was doing this, but I was putting M-A-U on all my posts instead of M-U-A. I don't know, I think I was just typing real fast. But we have makeup artist Porsha, so we're going to have her introduce herself before we get into the interview, see about what she's about, and then we're going to chop it up. You already know how we do.
So, hi, my name is Porsha. I go by Porsha Paridise on Instagram. I basically built my whole career through social media and a couple of posts that went viral.
Okay. And that's what I actually wanted to talk to you about and everything. We're gonna touch up on that. But what actually made you feel like this was your calling as far as makeup and everything?
So as a kid, I always loved the beauty world because my grandmother was a hairstylist. Well, she was also the first female senator of Belize and a farmer and a hairstylist. She kind of did it all, but being in her little salon kind of introduced me to those kinds of things. And of course, my parents being so Caribbean wouldn't let me wear makeup, so I may or may not have taken gel pens and used them as eyeliner. Whatever. But I was in the Army for a little bit, and when I got out of the Army, I had to figure out what I was going to do. So I went to beauty school. I'm good at hair, but it wasn't really for me. And I was going to school, working, taking care of my daughter by myself, and I just loved the artistry part of the makeup more than anything else. So when I would get home after working super long shifts, I was doing special effects makeup looks and doing missing eyeballs and zombies and things like that and posting it on my social media. And sooner or later, people started requesting me to do things. So kind of just fell into my lap. I never really thought that I could make a career out of it. It was just something fun.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one thing about social media and everything. Like, it's not really like, cause like that's what a lot of people try to do is find out like how to actually go viral and everything. So what do you think that it was actually that made you actually go viral? Like, had all these people share you and everything?
Well, nothing I do is by happenstance. Every single thing I do is strategic. I don't post any picture just to post it. And I know that when I'm doing a certain post, it's because it's a certain time of the year. I know there's a certain audience that's going to like it. I know who is going to repost my picture. I know who is going to push this and make it bigger. So it seems fun, but I put so much research into everything that I do. So it is still fun for me, but it's still very much so business, even if it's just a post.
Okay, so you just basically do your research, study, and everything like that. Cause like one thing that most people do is like hashtags is real popular. Is that what you actually study as well? What hashtag would actually work and stuff like that?
Definitely. So I'm on my Instagram posts always hashtag Raleigh. I'm always top 9 in Raleigh hashtags. The lock pages, the chocolate pages, the Caribbean pages. I know who my viewer is. I know who's going to like it. You can't do things like makeup artists because everybody's tagging makeup. What is the chances that somebody is going to see your picture in the recent hashtags and find your post? It may happen, but if you do Raleigh Makeup Artist, then somebody who just so happens to be in Raleigh for the weekend is looking for a makeup artist will see your hashtag as opposed to something so general and hoping it happens. Everything has to be strategic.
So you basically look for that unique hashtag to actually make you stand out more?
Right. And if it's like a specific makeup look, then I do glitter eye, shimmer eye, things like that. Things that I know people who are looking for makeup are following these specific hashtags. And I just found out you can follow a hashtag now.
Yeah, we actually talked about that Tuesday too. Yeah, 'cause like I actually follow NC models and everything right now. But yeah, I just learned that like I think it was last week. I opened up Instagram. It's like follow hashtags now. So
which is pretty interesting because I think the only time I really check the hashtags is to see where I rank in the hashtags, as opposed to like I would love to see more people with locks. So now that I'm following the lock hashtag, I'm gonna start to see some more of that. It puts your head in a good place when you see like nice good lock images, nice good chocolate images. So I think the following a hashtag thing is pretty cool.
I think you like in one of the locks group that I'm in, and like everybody was asking were your locks real and everything, or your flocks.
Yeah, I did have faux locks for a little bit. That's how I started my locks. But that at this point was like 5 years ago. But my pictures still come up on Pinterest under faux locks and lock bobs. That's okay. That's alright. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. Alright. So like you said that you actually check like where you're ranked and stuff like that. Like is there like a special site that you can check like the ranks, or is it actually in Instagram?
On Instagram, I just click on like, so I'll do my caption, hashtag Raleigh, hashtag RDU Makeup Artist, hashtag chocolate, hashtag locks, and I can click on those specific pictures or those specific hashtags, and it will show everything that comes up, top posts, recent posts. And I'm like, let me see if I made the top post. So like Halloween time, I had a teddy bear that I did go viral on 2 separate posts that got 35,000 likes. So I was of course top on Raleigh Makeup Artist. This is based on the amount of likes that picture generates. So I checked to see my standing on things like that. I'm like, I'm in the top post. Okay, I guess the picture was popping. Because sometimes I'll spend like 4 or 5 hours on a look. Like I did a recreation of Lauryn Hill, and I was like, I don't know, this was kind of strange. And then it blew up, and I could see like how well it was doing. I didn't think it was going to do so good, but I ended up on top post on so many different hashtags.
So you basically know how to do it where you can recreate somebody's face to look just like? How do you actually do that? Cause like I've been wondering, like I see that and I'm like, yo, how do they do that?
Yeah, so a lot of girls like to do highlighting and contouring. I make the sunken parts of my face look deeper. I make the higher parts of my face look higher. But when it comes to a person's face, they have specific highlights and contours. And so I am just replicating the shadows and highlights on somebody else's face. So I've done Lil Wayne, and it crept some people out, and I'm cool with that too. Yeah, you're just like, it's so much time studying a person's face. This is the arch of their eyebrows. This is how their nostril is shaped. This is how the shadow of their beard is, trying to replicate a person's face on a structure that I already have. It takes a lot of time.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting right there. One of the things like a lot of people been talking about, 'cause like my friend been talking about the new Rihanna makeup. What do you think about that? Because like a lot from what I understand is like she got it where it's multiple shades and it adapts to people more better than most of the other makeups.
40 shades. Going from the most super chocolate to albino shades. She has a couple of different shades for people with albinism, and you think, oh, well, people who are albino, they're just light. No, she caters to people with specific skin tones. There was a time me and one of my friends tried to find shades of makeup in our skin tones. Most times it ends with me or lighter than me. All my super chocolate friends have to use whatever is left. It's either too green or too red or too gray. So we decided to go to all the local malls and get as many foundation samples as we can. Got all the free products we could get. We got like $500 worth of stuff. But we noticed that, yeah, it kind of ends after me. There's like, the shades don't get much darker than me. But I have friends who are super, super, super chocolate. Don't you think that if you made shades for women who were chocolate, they would buy those shades? Instead, we make 17 white shades and 3 black shades. And then we find out with Fenty Beauty, wow, if we cater to these women, they will buy it. So I think what Rihanna did was not only genius, but she capitalized on an untapped market.
Okay. My bad. This battery just died. So as far as like when you actually check out your client and everything, like what do you actually look for in your client, and like how do you adapt? Like do you actually look at like what they're wearing and everything to go with the makeup and stuff like that, or you just focus on their shades and stuff like that?
So when I go to meet a makeup client, 9 times out of 10, my makeup is already done. Unless it's like somebody who knows me for a while, and I'm like, girl, I showed up here in sweats. I'm here to make you cute. It's not about me today. But most times my makeup is done, and I'm like, okay, do you want more dramatic or less dramatic than I have on right now? I think that a lot of times people are afraid of makeup because they don't want to look like a drag queen. And I can definitely understand that. But most times I'll ask them what they're wearing, and I'll cater that more to the event, more so than what they're wearing. Because if she looks good, her skin looks good, she looks polished, what she's wearing really just adds to it. Okay, so basically it's just the event and then go for it. Cause like I know, like I knew somebody that hate makeup, but then she wanted to start doing modeling, and I remember that she hated the fact that she had to put on all that makeup, and she felt like she looked like a clown and everything. That was her makeup artist. I'm sorry. That was her makeup artist. Because truthfully, if I'm doing a natural face or I'm doing the most dramatic face, I'm still using the same amount of makeup. The technique may be a little bit different. The colors I use may vary, but it still takes the same amount of time to make a girl look naturally pretty as it does to make her look like a drag queen. So, and she may not have found that like sweet spot with her makeup artist where she felt good in her makeup. That's one thing that I definitely talk about with my clients, because I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable, like you're wearing a second layer of skin. It should never feel like that. You should feel enhanced. You should feel confident, not like, oh gosh, everybody knows I'm wearing all this makeup.
Yeah, cause like there are sometimes like I'll meet a girl and like I can't even like tell that they are wearing makeup and stuff like that, and I feel like that's better than like you said, ones that make you look like a drag queen and everything and stuff like that. Or you see girls that I remember like this one girl, like I always saw her and she always looked bronze and everything, and like I just felt like that was overdoing it and everything.
Right. I was like one of those where I was like, everybody needs to know I'm a makeup artist. Everybody needs to see me coming down the street looking like a makeup artist. And it doesn't necessarily have to be over the top all of the time. I think that we're definitely bombarded on all areas with beauty. Commercials, billboards, things like that. And it used to be like you needed to find a makeup artist to learn these secrets, but now you have YouTube and you have girls on Facebook Live. But some of these people aren't actually makeup artists. Some of these people are just makeup enthusiasts. And so, I mean, you have to take everything with a grain of salt. I can understand a guy's perspective and not wanting to have makeup all over them, or walking around with a girl who looks casket ready and things like that. But I think that just really comes from like knowing the proper makeup techniques, because every dude I dated knows I wear makeup. So, and nobody's really complained. I don't know. But yeah, we live in, I think it's also an unrealistic expectation on women to constantly look beautiful. I can't wake up like this. I can't. Because somebody's going to say, oh my God, you look sick. Oh, why didn't you put yourself together? We don't have the same kind of expectation on men. And then contradictory, then go, oh, I hate when girls wear makeup. It's an interesting thing, because I hear guys say all the time that they want a girl that's natural. But you see the kind of girls they idolize, who bought all their body parts. And even when they look natural, please believe they are wearing makeup. Please believe. Even when it looks natural, she's wearing some sort of makeup. So it's kind of hard to say you want one thing and idolize the other.
True. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense and everything. Cause I ain't gonna lie. Like I used to be that way, and like most of my exes, they really didn't wear any makeup and everything. And like I said, now I've noticed like girls that actually do it naturally and stuff like that, instead of the ones that overdo it and everything. So like I kind of gravitated to understanding like the ones that are just enhancing the beauty, and then the ones that are just like overdoing it and everything. As far as like photo shoots and everything, I know that there are sometimes like in the photo shoots. Have you ever done a photo shoot with a guy and you had to actually do makeup on them?
All the time. Guys wear makeup too. Guys have like skin deformities and bags under their eyes and acne and all this other stuff. I know Usher's makeup artist. I know August Alsina's makeup artist. Like, there's an unrealistic expectation to always look perfect. They have to live up to that standard. You don't think they have like dehydrated days where their skin is flaking off? Like, my male models, I do makeup on male models all the time, because that's going to end up being the retoucher's job to making this man look perfect. Or we could just put some concealer under his eyes. It doesn't, that in that sense we call it male grooming, but I'm putting makeup on his face. It's still makeup.
Yeah. So is it a difference when you're actually doing the makeup on the guys versus the girls, or is it basically the same?
It's the same techniques. It's the same products. The placement may be different, because like for a female, we want to enhance feminine features. like the cheekbone is kind of rounded, whereas and upwards, as opposed to a guy who, to make him look more chiseled, is gonna be more angular and downwards. It enhances that masculine shape. So I'm using the same products. The placement is just different, but I'm still doing all the same steps.
Okay. As far as like your brand and everything, because like you've been able to actually work for a couple companies and everything. Like, how was it that you were able to get the attention? I know that you talk about on Instagram. Like, what platform do you think worked the best to get the attention of these companies, and do you mind sharing some of the companies that you actually work?
Instagram definitely has gotten me the most attention. Reddit is another site. They are very supportive of like independent artists and things like that. You can post like your makeup looks online, but you can't use any kind of editing software, especially when it comes to special effects makeup looks, because they want to see for real how well you did this, as opposed to how well you could retouch the picture. I don't think anything is by coincidence, but I do think that how I've gotten some of these opportunities sometimes were like not of my own ability. People just somehow found me, and yeah. I worked for one company. How I really started, I was in a hair show for a salon up the street, Taji's Natural Hair Salon. And I saw their makeup artist. And I was like, no. Let me go ahead and do a few things. And then Taji came up to me and was like, hey, I'm about to do a shoot. Would you mind doing makeup? And I was like, I don't know, but I can try. And then she cut me my first check for doing makeup. And then I was like, oh, okay. All right, cool. And I was in hair school at the time. And I was like, I already don't like doing hair like that. I'm good at it. I'm a beast. But I could see myself like in a few years trying to figure out what else I was going to do, because my heart wasn't into it like that. And yeah, the rest is history. And now people fly me out internationally to do makeup. Last Christmas, I was in Cameroon, Africa, to do a bride for all of her ceremonies, because she had like 4 or 5 traditional ceremonies, all of her bridesmaids. I was like in this beautiful suite on a black sand beach, and like I'm just looking like I'm in paradise off of some makeup. Like this is living your dream right here.
Yeah.
So next year I have Dubai planned for a bride, and I'm going to Cancun Memorial Day weekend for a bride and her bachelorette party. So yeah.
Okay. There's big things right there, big things.
Yeah, a part of it is like never saying no to an opportunity. I've taken a ton of free jobs. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear do it for exposure. Nowadays, I don't do things for exposure. Nowadays, if I do it for free, it's because I'm collaborating with somebody of equal talent. I know that we're both putting in time and effort, and we're both going to get out of it. But yeah, I took free jobs. I do free stuff now sometimes. If I believe in the model, if I believe in the talent, then it's not a waste of my time. Every opportunity. I've gotten into modeling a lot this year, and I still don't consider myself to be a model. It's not something I take like seriously for real. If it stopped tomorrow, then but a lot of opportunities has opened itself from something I didn't think I was really gonna do like that, because like, let's be honest, I'm kind of old. I'm gonna turn 28 like in a week and a half, so it's a kind of weird time to start getting into modeling. But if I didn't like take one opportunity, another opportunity would have opened itself. So you have to stretch yourself in ways you didn't think you would to get outcomes you didn't think you could achieve.
Okay. So you never used the YouTube platform or anything?
I haven't. I've been thinking about it. It's not necessarily fear of doing YouTube videos. So I do teach makeup classes. I do personal lessons. I'll do group classes and things like that. it's like not wanting to do things half-assed. Like, I want to make sure my equipment is right. I want to make sure my sound is right. I know there's always a starting point, but I see how girls are doing YouTube now. And I'm not trying to crack open my laptop and do it. I'm trying to have, like, the right equipment and do it. I like to plan backwards. When I think about, like, okay, one day I'm going to have all these Porsha Paridise makeup franchises, studios, all over the place. What is my corporate office going to look like? It's going to be all black. Everything's going to be all black. There's going to be some gold here and there and things like that, but I envision my office. I envision my staff and how they're going to be in my office, and then I start planning backwards. And now I have, like, my business cards, my website, that have the same thing. So then when the opportunity presents itself at some point to be this huge corporation, I've already started laying the bricks for what I want. I'm not trying to think about that later on. I think a lot of times people think, oh, I'm just going to get this makeup, which girls very well can. You can find out all the products I'm using. You can go buy those things. But I think that it also has to be part talent, part love, and part business. Because I take this thing so seriously. This is my baby. I won't do anything to tarnish my own reputation so it doesn't affect my business in the long run. So yeah, everything I do is strategic. Has to be. Nothing can be haphazard. Not for something that matters as much to me.
Okay. I'm going to go into a music break, and that's what I actually want to touch on after the music break is about your branding and your business and stuff like that. Because I noticed that you pick Porsha Paradise. I'm going to ask you like why you chose that name and stuff like that. So we're going to go into a music break, and then we're going to come back, chop it up some more. First track that I'm about to play is Simone with Love. This is Simone with Love. Alright? Then we're going to come back, chop it up some more with Porsha.
Pinged up cooking. I never give my love and no way to nobody. I never give my love and no way to nobody. I swear this thing is yours, it ain't for everybody. I swear this thing is yours, so forget it. I've been daydreaming about you. I'm in love with you. What we gon' do? Hey, then you call me and say you finna come through. I'm getting ready for you. And what we gon' do? Hey, yeah. I never give my love and no way to nobody. I never give my love and no way to nobody. I swear this thing is yours, it ain't for everybody. I swear this thing is yours, so fuck everybody. Ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody else. Just me and you, don't need no one to know these feelings. Know these feelings. Now if you ever leave me, I don't know what I would do. I'm getting ready for you, 'cause you're my boo. Hey, daddy, do you hear me? 'Cause what I'm saying is true. for everybody. Ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody else. Just me and you, don't need no one to know these feelings. Know these feelings. I belong to you. I never give my love and no way to nobody. I never give my love and no way to nobody. I swear this thing is yours, it ain't for everybody. Ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody else.
I want to hear that new soul-free wisdom on Quarantine Radio.
Can you tell me I'm the only one? Tell me I'm the only one.
I've always been scared of love. I never had anyone to show me what it was. Then out of nowhere, baby, you came. Where did you come from? But I have always been more comfortable with pain. So when you pull me, I push. You say you want me, so I got my guard up. It's time. I'm not in no rush. When I say go, please stay. Want you to fight for me all the way. It's not your fault that I'm this way. With you, I mean enough for you to not give up. Tell me I'm the only one. Show me that it's okay to give in. Tell me I'm the only one. Show me that you'll be here till the end. Tell me I'm the only one. Please don't break my heart. Tell me I'm the only one. Tell me I'm the only one. A lot of niggas out here think it's cool to have a main and a side and a wife. Oh no. Let me make it myself real clear. I'm the only one you need in your life. I'ma give you all of me. Wanna have all of you. I don't wanna share with the world, and I know what I deserve as your girl. Tell me I'm the only one. Show me that it's okay to give in. Tell me I'm the only one. Show me that you'll be here till the end. Tell me I'm the only one. Please don't break my heart. Tell me I'm the only one. Tell me I'm the only one. Tell me I'm the only one. Show me that it's okay to give in. Tell me I'm the only one. Show me that you'll be here till the end. Tell me I'm the only one. Please don't go breaking my heart. Tell me I'm the only one. 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 I better be the only one.
Just like an open window.
The ambassadors.
You constantly make me feel like this. Oh yes you do. And it's always around you and your friends. I try to piece it together, but it just don't make sense. But I don't know how much longer I can deal with this. I used to be love you. I still do, but I'm not gonna lie, I still do, but I can't be with you. You wear my love away, and I won't stay. It's really breaking my heart, but if I gotta go away, I'll go away. So you can really feel my traps like an open window, like an open window, like an open window, like an open window, like an open window. He's trying to tell me I don't mean this, but I gotta let this dude know that
so serious.
I'm so serious, so I'm broken hearted thinking about where we started. I don't know how much longer I can deal with this. But I used to be in love with you. I still love you, but I'm not gonna lie, I still do, but I can't be with you. I can't be with you. You broke my heart, and I won't stay. Still breaking my heart. Break my heart. I'll go away, so you can really feel my traps like an open window. 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 Trying to come back, yeah. Took a while. Steadily trying to test me, but it ain't working. It's hard for me. To believe, so I won't get caught up. Don't wanna get caught up, no, no. 'Cause I used to be in love with you. I used to be in love with you. I'm not gonna lie, I still do, but I can't be with you. But you're in my love, and I won't stay. It's really breaking my heart. It's breaking me away. I'll go away, so you can really feel my traps like an open window. Like an open window. Like an open window. Like an open window. Like an open window.
Yeah, it's such a good feeling. Wanna lose all control. Oh, it's such a good feeling. Yeah, feel it down in my soul. And I don't wanna ever let it go. I want to feel this way until I'm old. I was made to fly and touch the sky, so let me soar. It's time for us both to lose control. I get such a good feeling. Your kiss to me is healing. My one wish on the star is to always be where you are. 'Cause you give me that feeling. Got so much I could share. Share it all with the world. Stronger than any mountain, but as gentle as our love. And I don't wanna ever let it go. I want to feel this way until I'm old. I was made to fly and touch the sky, so let me soar. It's time for us both to lose control. I get such a good feeling. Your kiss to me is healing. My one wish on the star, I'll always be where you are. 'Cause you give me that feeling. I wanna never let go. I wanna never let go. Baby, I know that you know, and I know you won't ever let go. It's like I'm on an island with the finest, and we're dining, and it's all for me. And baby, you remind me you're behind me, never hiding, won't all to say. I get such a good feeling. Your kiss to me is healing. My one wish on the stars, I'll always be where you are. 'Cause you give me that feeling. never let go. I wanna never let go. I wanna never let go. I wanna never let go.
Baby, for the one time, I need you just to ignore all the whispers and hate. Nothing like the smile on your face that puts me in another place. I wanna be there for you, just how you want me to. It ain't about your looks now. See it in your eyes, all the pain that you took. Oh, let me relieve you. Girl, I receive you just the way you are. I want you for your heart now. Trying to tease you, girl, let me please you, just the way you are. I liked you from the start. You're beautiful, just the way you are, just the way you are. You're beautiful, just the way you are. I want you for your heart. Forget all the makeup right when you wake up, cause I wanna see your face. You a diamond in the rough, I ain't cutting up, promise you I mean that, babe. Your curves got me excited, why try to hide it, girl, when you was made that way? Put your body on me, I don't mind. Put your problems on me, you're all mine. You're beautiful, just the way you are, just the way you are. You're beautiful, I want you for your heart.
ain't messing with it no more.
I can't figure it out. Are you in or out? Ain't no time to waste. Tryna give you a ring, but you gotta think for the fast life. And I'm ready to try with you. I'm selfish, can't nobody else have you. Let's give this one more try. Or am I wasting my time? You're still mine. Forever, we can still be together. We've been through so much, so don't give up, give up, give up. So baby, can we work it out? Cause I thought our love would last. Now baby, can we work it out? Cause you said we'd never end. How did we make such a mess of this love? You're my queen, don't make me settle for less love. If we did it before, we can do it again. Just give us one more chance to have a happy. So baby, can we work it out? Cause I thought our love would last. Now baby, can we work it out? Cause you said we'd never end.
I never meant to happen like this, but something like a cocktail of love had a twist. You were my greatest bliss. Your lips revive me from a bad day. Sitting here missing how you would adorn my body with your love. Thinking about you, craving it more and more. I love you from your crown all the way down to your brown, brown skin. Then one day you emotionally went away, far away. So baby, can we work it out? Work it out, work it out. Cause I thought this love would last.
Now baby, can we work it out? Cause you said we'd never end. So baby, can we work it out? Cause I thought our love would last. Now baby, can we work it out? Cause you said we'd never end.
What up, phone? Shout out to my niggas out west, they say what up, phone? Had to bring it on out to the east, I'm like, what up, phone? Running around all through the streets, I'm like, what up, phone? Y'all niggas ain't got no sauce like me, phone. Shout out to my niggas out west, they say what up, phone? Had to bring it on out to the east, I'm like, what up, phone? Running around all through the streets, I'm like, what up, phone? Y'all ain't got no sauce like me, phone. I got a bad one, she got a lot of junk in her trunk. I'm finna take her home, I'm finna see what's up with that phone. I got thug passion in the big old bag of that skunk. When she opened it up, she looked up with a smirk, that ass phone. When she opened it up, she looked up with a smirk, that ass phone. When she opened it up, she looked up with a smirk, that ass phone. I'm swagging on them, saucing on them, balling on them, calling on them, they calling on them like phone. Shout out to my niggas out west, they say what up, phone? Had to bring it on out to the east, I'm like, what up, phone? Running around all through the streets, I'm like, what up, phone? Y'all ain't got no sauce like me, funk. Shout out to my niggas out west, they say what up, funk. Had to bring it on now to the east, I'm like, what up, funk? Running around all through the streets, I'm like, what up, funk? Y'all ain't got no sauce like me, funk. Like a funkadelic, call me Lucci Collins. Got a Uchi wildin' like a QB album. Lucci stacking, Lucci piling. Lucci make these dishes through the Uchi Coochie in the back of a blue Impala. Lucci paper proper, Lucci make a holler. Lucci, 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 Lucci. Lucci don't play no games, I put it down, I'm funk. I'm finna smoke that haze, I'm finna drink that Henny till I'm drunk. I got a box of condoms, finna hit that shit with that dome. She finna slide through, she gon' hit me off with that phone. She heard I'm funk, 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 funk. I'm swagging on them, saucing on them, bowling on them, holding on them, they calling on them like funk. Shout out to my niggas out west, they say what up, funk. Had to bring it on out to the east, I'm like, what up, funk? Running around all through the streets, I'm like, what up, funk? Y'all ain't got no sauce like me, funk. Shout out to my niggas out west, they say, what up, funk?
Alright, we're back. As I stated before, you want to know what tracks we played on Spreaker.com. If you go to Spreaker.com, or if you just go to QuarantineEnterprise.com and you go to the Spreaker link and everything, you'll see all the tracks in order of how I played it. You like a track, you can actually listen to the track by itself and stuff like that. Google the artists, see their social medias, hit them up, let them know that you like their music and everything. But we're gonna get back into this interview with Porsha. Like I said, I want to know exactly like what came up with the idea for Porsha Paridise. Like, what made you think that that's what you were gonna call your business?
Okay, so the name Porsha Paridise. So I love alliterations. My last name is already an alliteration. My initials are already PP, Porsha Parchue. But because I'm Caribbean, I love that Belize is a paradise. And so I had to throw in a little bit of my culture in there as well. So the Paridise also pays homage to my culture.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
And shout out to all of my Instagram live followers. Hey guys. Hi. We're at Quarantine Radio right now.
Alright. So you just wanted to incorporate your personality into your business and everything, and have everything entwined and everything.
Yeah. Who I am is made up so much by how I was raised and my DNA. My parents put so much stress on the fact that not only are we Belizean, but we come from the Garifuna tribe. The Garifuna people were never conquered as slaves, and so my parents dug that into us. That, we couldn't be defeated. Nothing could defeat us because our ancestors never were. So, I think Paridise is like a cute name, but there's a lot behind it. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, it's always good to at least have something behind your name and everything, and have a deep story behind it.
But it's also it's like sing-songy. It's catchy. It's something that you'll remember. And I needed something that was gonna stick with the people. So, Porsha Paridise it was.
Okay. As far as the North Carolina scene, I know that you've been traveling and everything. As far as the North Carolina scene, and you getting recognized in the North Carolina scene, how do you think that is? As far as because I know they just I was gonna go to it. I know I nominated my my hairstyles. I haven't seen her in a minute and everything, but I know my hairstyles for the BBU.
The BBU Awards. Yeah, I won Best in Makeup this year. And it looks like I might be up for Best in Makeup and Best in Model. And guess what? It's already mine. Someone come get that. Just give me that. But North Carolina has shown me so much love. I've done so many things locally. I've done there was a show on TLC called My Big Fat Fabulous Life that was shot out of Greensboro. I've done that. I've done makeup for Rhapsody here out of Raleigh, and shout out to her on her Grammy nomination next to Kendrick and Jay-Z. Oh my God. But yeah, North Carolina has shown me so much love. I was a military kid, and I traveled around the world like crazy. And then after my parents got out the military, I joined the military. And after I got out the military, I continued to be a damn gypsy, but Raleigh has always been home, and Raleigh has always shown me love. And at this point, like, I can't leave.
Okay. So, how is that as far as like that award show and anything, as far as networking and anything? Like, do you feel like even like if a person isn't nominated and they're trying to go into that industry, do you feel like that's a good networking ground for them? So,
I won a BBU award. I never made it to the award show.
Oh. I probably should have asked that first.
Yes. Okay. So I got this dress off Fashion Nova, and I guess I didn't realize when I got the dress how plunging it was. But in true spirit of me, I have to wait until like the last minute to do anything. So I was like, okay, the dress is kind of low. That's okay, but I can just sew it up in the car. So when we finally got to the hotel where the BBU Awards were being presented, we found an amazing parking spot. Looked down at my dress. The shit was throwing gang signs. It looked like I sewed up my dress in the car, in the dark. So I never actually made it into the awards. And I'm like, maybe I should go in. My friend's like, well, maybe if you see yourself in a full-length mirror. I'm like, let's just go home. And so we finally left, and as soon as we pull off, I got hella text messages. Where are you? Oh my God, you won! Oh my gosh, you won!
Wow.
So yeah, but I know a lot of the other people who were nominated and won awards, and I didn't meet them through them. I met them through, of course, social media and things like that. Yeah.
Cause I know that they actually had a cause like when my stylist got nominated, I downloaded the app and everything. Like, do they still have that up?
I'm not sure. I don't know if that was just for voting purposes or not.
Cause like I thought it was supposed to be like kind of like a social media platform and everything, the way that was set up and everything. So as far as like this year and everything, you gonna wait till the last minute or?
For what?
To get all your stuff so you can actually get to the award. Like, how did you get to pick up your award and everything?
I had to go down to Tim Johnson's salon and pick it up.
Oh, okay.
So it was nice meeting him because I know models through his agency. I know people who have done shows that were coordinated by him. And, I mean, he's a big name in Raleigh, and he's, like, you know, touched a lot of people who are concerned with the beauty industry. So it was nice to meet him. He was just a really cool character and things like that.
Okay. So as far as like, so basically like all your networking, like you don't really actually like go out, you just do all through social media?
It is through social media. A lot of times it is like, it is through social media because social media is that avenue that has just worked for me. So when I'm doing like the pictures that I post and things like that, I know our girls that are going to get the most reactions and in turn give me back more business and things like that. I do some social media networking events. I'll hold classes for people who want to have like makeup classes and things like that. It is an interesting, you know, area to be in because makeup is so face-to-face and so contact, yet all of the clientele that I've gotten is through virtual means. So it's finding a nice balance in between the two.
I noticed that with cause like there's another model, I think her name is Owawa. Have you heard of her? Mm-hmm. I think she's based out of the DMV area, and I know that she does like model workshops online too and stuff like that. So that's basically just a popular thing now to actually do the workshops online, have them like PayPal you the money, have that private session.
Because the internet world is so vast. I can look up anything I want to do on YouTube right now. The problem with YouTube is that sometimes these girls aren't out to teach you what they know. they're out to push a product by somebody who has paid them. So not only did they get the free product to do the videos, now they're doing up-to-date videos, but they've also been paid to use the free product. So their intentions aren't necessarily to teach you, but to gain. On the other side, makeup artists have a tendency to be so snobby about the information that we have. I can teach you everything that I know. I can show you all the products that I use, but your wrist will not flip like mine. So it's makeup. Like, even if somebody found out all of my information and decided to become a makeup artist, they don't have my drive, they don't have my motivation, they don't know what it took to be a makeup artist besides the makeup, and the entrepreneurial skills are so heavy. So I don't know why makeup artists are so snobby about their information. Like, let these people know. I think on a completely different subject, I think that it's like not enough to tell like other females, like, look at all these great things that I've done. I've worked with Rhapsody. I've been on TV. I'm on a radio. I got sent out to Africa. Yeah, that might motivate somebody, but it doesn't do anything for them. How you empower another female is like, I gotta shoot. Are you coming or not? If I have big shoots, I have one of the homies. I call one of the homies, hey, do you want to get this bread? Because I'm about to if you're coming with me. That's how you empower other females. Holding on to your knowledge. My dad, me and my little brother were just talking about this. My dad used to say, you can't receive anything with your fist clenched. So, like, and on top of that, truthfully, they can find it out on YouTube. There's no reason to be like, it's not some mystical secret that I'm carrying around. It's just makeup.
Okay. That's one thing that Shanita had talked about on Tuesday, about she's open to people coming and shadowing with her and everything. Yes. So like, how let's say that some young person that's come want to be up and coming artist, like how do they reach out to you to actually say, hey, can I shadow you and everything?
My DMs are open, my inbox are open, but just know that like when you approach me about something like that, you have to be upfront and direct about what you want. Because there's a ton of people in my inbox trying to just get entertainment. And so like if you're about that business, I need to see like that fire. And if there's some way I can use you, then I'm gonna bring you along. It may not be monetary, it may be knowledge, but that knowledge is invaluable. I've done jobs where I didn't get paid, but I learned things from it, and nobody can take what I learned from that experience away, even though money got spent a long time ago. So.
And how do you feel about the what is like your biggest overhead as far as a makeup artist and stuff, like your investments and stuff into your business?
The makeup. People don't understand why I charge what I charge. But if you knew how much makeup costs, then you would understand that I have to invest back into my kit. You can't want MAC and Graftobian, RCMA, Benai, all these products that you can't get your hands on, and still want the prices that I did when I first started out. What I will say though, my customers that have been rocking with me from the beginning got the price they got when I started. If you're a repeat customer, I continue to give you the price that you got when you came to me. If you're a new customer, you might get the new prices.
So do clients come to you and actually say that, hey, I only want this type of product?
Sometimes. If they feel more comfortable with me using their products because they're like, oh, my skin is sensitive, I only use this, I'll use that on them if they so request, because my techniques will be the same regardless of the product. But most times my clients are like, you know more than I do, so whatever you got, whatever magic you got in your kit, just go ahead and use that.
So there's no time that you will sit down and be like, I feel like this would probably work better with you?
Yeah, all the time, because I'm the subject matter expert, and somebody like, they want to hear that I know what I'm talking about. But I have some clients who are who just really want what they want to use, and that's okay with me too. I don't judge you for like what your preference is, but I will try to steer you in the other direction if I so can.
And how many times have you been successful with that?
All the time. All the time. I'm just like, you called me over here. So let's try this. If it doesn't work, next time we won't use that. It's just makeup, it washes off.
So it's kind of different, like with like hairstylists and stuff like that, cause like I know like some people like they're sensitive about their hair and stuff like that, and like, cause like it kind of like with females, cause like I would recommend like my hairstyles and stuff like that. I would tell people check her out and everything, but they trust this one and like they don't want to betray their hairstyles and stuff like that. And, like I didn't know it was that important.
Yes.
So, like,
yes. The girl who does my hair is the only person who touches my hair outside of me. There's a loyalty to it. But with makeup artists, it can be a little bit different because you mess up my hair once, I will never trust you again because black girls don't grow their hair like that. With makeup, it washes off. So I may not trust you this time, but I'll go to somebody else if she's not working. So I have girls who have tried other makeup artists and come to me. I have girls who come to me and go to other makeup artists. It's all good.
So you don't like lash out at them, talk about the trade?
I have my own lane. I have my own lane. I don't have no reason to find the next girl as competition because she has a completely different clientele. The girls who come to me are mostly super chocolate because they trust me with chocolate skin. I have all shades and variations and tones, but I'm not going to hate on the next girl when her market is Latina and that's not my market. I'm not going to hate on the next girl because that's not my style, and the people who come to you cater to that style, and I'm not going to do that style. There's some people who love jet black eyebrows and white under their eyes and looking super powdery, and if you want that, that's what that girl does. There's some girls who love extra dramatic makeup, and that's not even to hate on the girl that does that kind of makeup. But we just have our own lanes. There's no reason to hate. We're all out here trying to get money. So I congratulate you on that. Yeah.
Okay. You mentioned something about a show in Greensboro. What was that about?
It's called My Big Fat Fabulous Life. It's about a girl who is overweight and she started dancing, doing like dance videos on YouTube and like breaking stereotypes where it concerns like larger women and being able to dance and things like that. And a stylist from Raleigh recommended me to do the show, and I did a music video for them and like an episode, a taping of the episode. I've never watched the episode. Maybe I should.
Yeah, because I was about to say I need to look into it. I didn't even know about it, being in Greensboro and everything, stuff like that.
North Carolina is popping. Yeah. We have so much talent coming out of North Carolina. Wilmington has one of the biggest production scenes in the U.S. Like, North Carolina is popping.
Yeah, I really haven't heard too much about stuff in Wilmington lately, because like I know like back in the days Dawson Creek was filmed back there.
Dawson Creek, what's this one with the tribute?
Oh, Hunger Games.
Hunger Games. Yeah, there we go. Actually, all the wigs that were made for that movie were done by kids in like beauty school.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. From I went to a Paul Mitchell beauty school. Paul Mitchell in Bloomington, their students actually made the wigs. So, and they have credit on the Hunger Games. So, that's pretty cool.
Okay. What is some other stuff that, because I know that I did see you, like, how was like the circus and everything?
Oh my gosh, the circus was so cool. So, of course, like I said, everything I do is strategic. I don't do anything by happenstance. I took my daughter and her friend to the circus. I was like, I will leave with a job with the circus by the time I leave from here. Before the show was even over, I had the clowns in my DMs like, hey, can you do makeup for us? I'm like, yes, I can. I can do that for you. Before we even got into the gate, somebody's like, did she got her face painted here? I was like, oh, no, boo-boo. That was me. I did that face paint right there. I had like staff asking me about my makeup. Like, it's intentional, because everything I do, every thought and every breath is about how do I make this makeup business something. So yeah, the clowns are great. Like, they actually came up with the Juju on the Beat dance. The clowns from the Universal Circus.
Oh, for real?
They created the dance. But yeah, I did their makeup for a couple of shows. They were here for a couple of weeks, so I would go on the weekends and do their makeup. And then I'd get off of the trailer where they were working on, and like zebras would walk past me. Elephants would walk past me. I'm like, okay, not a bad day at the office. Super cool.
So who did they hire before you then?
They were doing their own stuff.
They were all doing their own stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, let me show you stuff that's not going to run while you're dancing. Let me show you some stuff that's actually going to pop. And so I got like some awesome pictures with the clowns. They're really cool. They're out of Detroit.
Okay. Yeah, that's amazing right there. You just brought your daughter there and you just got a job on the spot.
Yeah, I knew. That job was already mine. I was just going to the circus to go get it.
So you basically just spoke it into existence.
Man, the 2017 and the law of attraction has been so major for me. I was speaking a whole bunch of bad and chaos into existence before and wondering why I was getting it back. And then I had to like change my thoughts. I started, when I got back from Africa in January, at the beginning of the year, my drive was just crazy. First off, I had jet lag. So I'm riding around Raleigh at like 3:45 in the morning, like, I gotta get things done. But like nothing's open, because it's the middle of the night and I have jet lag. But I had a friend who was like, look into the law of attraction and things like that. So I started going on Pinterest, looking up some things, and there was like a worksheet of all these different facets of life and writing down specifically exactly what you want so you know what your goals are, because success to me and you are two different things. Like, what would my ideal work schedule be? What would my hours look like? I need enough time with my daughter. I only want to do makeup. How do I maximize that? How much money would make me happy? What car would I be driving? All these different facets of life. And I was like, I thought I was just writing down goals, and like I checked back on that list and I'm like, so many things have started to come into fruition. Now I feel like an all-powerful beast. I'm like, I make the lights change colors. I'm like, I'm rushing to work today, all these lights turn green. I want to take a Snapchat picture. The light turns red. 2017 was extremely, extremely hard on me. And it broke me to a point that I never knew I could go to. But 2017 also made me a beast. I've never been hungrier than I am for this. And some would even consider me to be a vet 5 years in doing makeup. I've never been as hungry for this thing like I am right now. And so at this point, I'm like, I'm just coming to get what is mine. So, yeah. The law of attraction is a whole nother conversation I could go into.
Okay, well, yeah, we can probably touch up on that and everything, cause like I always talk to people about the 6 degrees of separation and everything. That's basically a networking thing. I always tell people like there's always the person that you need to meet. There's always 6 people in between that person and stuff like that. That's why like I tell, like I've heard some crazy stories about how some people met somebody that gave them a great opportunity. Like this one girl, she said that she was just on the bus and this guy, he was just looked like a bum, and she sat next to him, was chopping it up with him. Come to find out, he owned some important modeling agency, and that's how she got her break right there, because she just talked to some random guy and everything.
No self-made person has made it on their own. I've had so many people give me opportunities. I've had so many people been generous to me. And sometimes it's not about networking up. Sometimes it's about networking out. The TLC situation. A stylist that I met in Raleigh through another person just so happened to think of me. Like, who put that thought in his head to ask for me? Now I'm on a national television show. I don't think anything is by happenstance. I don't think you meet anybody by accident.
Yeah, I also feel like everything happens for a reason, and like everybody crosses your path, even if it's like for a split second. A
Yes.
person that just smile at you and stuff like that, like then people don't even know like how important that is. Like you can just be walking and randomly see somebody and smile. You probably made that person's day and don't even know it.
Didn't even know. Another thing is like, and I know for me as well, like I'm social on these medias. I post a lot, and you can't tell who at all I am through these posts. I think another thing when it comes to like this virtual world is like we find validation in people that don't even show their real face, don't even go by their real name. And so now you don't feel the need to connect with people physically. And just telling people hello starts to open your brain to a space that now I can have conversations with these people. Because if you don't have conversations, how do you know how you can benefit and somebody else can benefit you? So yeah.
Have you ever took a psychology class or anything? High school?
Yeah,
Like
I love the way the human brain works. It's so interesting. Mental health disorders, all of that, how your brain is shaped, tabula rasa, having a clean slate, and giving a child from any background can be given to any set of parents, and it's how you write on this blank slate that shapes a child. I love psychology. Maybe I should look into that more.
yeah, 'cause I took a psychology class, and it kind of makes me like look at people differently, and like I don't judge people off the back. Like you like never know like what their background was and stuff
So
like
many
that.
things shape a
Like
person.
yeah, so like especially like I guess I would talk about it. Like the in the media, like they were talking about. I don't forgot his name. The little boy.
Keaton.
Yeah, Keaton. And a lot of people were sitting there and like I felt bad for him and stuff like that. And I'm saying
I did too, because I was like, if somebody does that to my child,
yeah.
I might have to get some little homies to go get that kid.
And like I'm sitting there like yeah, little kids shouldn't have to go through all this and stuff like that. And then like the story started building up, and then you hear about like his mother using him and his pain to actually make money.
Capitalize.
And then you hear about his dad, and then you find out why he was getting bullied. And it's like it's always several sides of the story.
Mm-hmm. Of course, you want to take it at face value because you can tell like this child has something going on, and no child should deal with that. And I don't know how I would feel if my child came home and said things like that. And I saw it that morning with like, so of course, like I get up, the first thing I do in the morning is grab my phone, check my notifications, and I'm watching this video like, oh my God, Keaton, who would do this to you? And then I find out, oh, okay, this is what's going on.
Yeah.
Keaton, I'm so glad they shut down his GoFundMe, because nobody should capitalize on something like that.
Cause like he has so many celebrities retweeting it and stuff like that. Cause like I think I saw it off Snoop Dogg and everything. And I was just like, dang, this little boy and stuff like that. And then
because at the end of the day, no child should be treated like that. But I think that his mom capitalizing on that, the bullying, in turn created more bullying for her son.
Mm-hmm.
And now everybody's talking bad about you and your family. Now nobody feels any sympathy. Wow, what a position to put your child in. What a position.
And it's just crazy because like that's another platform for how social media is and stuff like that. Another thing, like since we're talking about social media and marketing and stuff like that, I'm just now getting word of this social media thing with what's it what's it called?
Neutrality?
Yeah.
Mhm.
How do you feel about that as far as how it's going to affect the social media world and stuff like that? And how people conduct their business?
Like everything else. Whoever has more money will benefit. If you don't have money, you don't benefit. They're making monopoly out of real life. And we all use the internet and we find something as a necessity. I don't know if I could go a day for real without it. And if you want to see a person's true character, put them by some slow Wi-Fi. But I don't know. And of course, it's a Republican thing. So
like basically like we live in a fast-paced world and everything now. Where like that's the other thing with marketing and everything. Like somebody can see you like they see your stuff and everything, and they'll just Google you right there on the spot and everything. So like it's very important to have all your ducks in a row on in social media.
I won't do anything to tarnish myself, Porsha Parchue, so that it affects Porsha Paridise in a way. Because you don't have to do background search no more. You don't have to pay for background searches no more. You call up your best friend and you're like, girl, I have his first name and a part of his license plate number. Now you know his baby moms, you know his grandfather, you know where his grandfather immigrated from. You can't hide nothing anymore. Not if it's posted on social media. Even if you thought it was funny. Even if it was years ago. Nothing is in the shadows anymore. So,
yeah, cause like sometimes like you see these celebrities like they get in the good light and everything, and then somebody will search their Twitter like 3 or 5 years ago. Like I don't know like who's digging that far back, but you see they'll screenshot them and say, hey, he said this back then.
Yeah. Jeffree Star, he is a beauty mogul, has cosmetics and things like that. And everybody loves Jeffree Star because Jeffree Star is transgendered and he normalizes this kind of beauty. His products are extremely pigmented. They're high quality. Oh yeah, he used to call people nigger on YouTube. And on MySpace. Now I came back to bite him in the butt, and his sales are declining. This lady, she owns a company called Lime Crime. Lime Crime is so cool. Their packaging is awesome. They have unicorns all over everything. A lot of people skip on the packaging to put more money into the product, but her packaging was super cool. It was like purple lipstick tubes, holographic unicorns on it. Till people found out she was calling people niggas all over the place. All her sales declined. Like, things you do will come to bite you in the butt. So you never know how your decisions will affect, your life way in the future. Now that you've become successful, oh yeah, that's true, you were a horrible person before. So, yeah.
And how do you feel about damage control as far as people do you believe in
I think that when people try to do damage control, it comes off as very fake. We know that this is hurting your pockets and that's why you're coming to apologize. Yeah, I don't know, people, especially black people sure know how to hold a grudge. Call this nigga once, the whole population don't mess with you no more. So, yeah. The damage control, I mean, you can only control but so much. You chose your decision, you don't choose the reaction. So, how much can damage control really do? It's not pacifying the people that you affected, because we already turned our back on y'all. After things like that, I'm like, there's no way I'm going to give that company, that person my money again.
And with the actual doing the research, cause there's some cause back in the days I remember where they had Tommy Hilfiger, and he there was a story that spread around here, and he always denied it and stuff like that. So how do you feel that impacts somebody with somebody actually lying on them?
Yeah, Supposedly, Tommy Hilfiger had a conversation with Oprah saying that he never intended for his items to be worn by black people, even though he had Tyrese, the blackest of them, modeling his clothing. Who knows how that generated? But Oprah said, "Yeah, I never even had a conversation with Tommy Hilfiger about it at all." But once that seed is already planted, my mom will never touch Tommy Hilfiger, even as many times as I have told her, "Mom, he didn't even talk to Oprah about it."
And then like with going back to social media, like you have these articles where like they're clickbait.
Yes.
And people will click them and believe, even though like it's a satire website, people don't do the research to find out this is a fake website, and that ruins a person's reputation right there, because like they're sharing all this information, saying look at this, look at this, look at it, it's a fake website.
Right. The clickbait is, and it's really annoying, especially on like YouTube, where it's like, my boyfriend has HIV, and then it's like a story about like how they have a house in Virginia. I'm like, what are you? You have me clicking on this for no reason. But people have the ability to slander anybody on the internet, and if there's enough noise about something, then it doesn't matter what the actual facts are. Yeah. So I feel like people have to keep their mind open to everything and question everything instead of believing the first thing that you hear. Question it, figure out for yourself why this is such, and don't believe the first thing you hear.
Cause like I think like the most damage that happened was like, you look at the whole Bill Cosby situation, and like they took off the Cosby Show off there and everything. Like they wouldn't play it. Like I think they start recently playing it on Nick at Night and stuff like that, but they wouldn't play his show. And I believe like some of his honorary doctrines, they took it away too.
I was just talking about Bill Cosby the other day.
Oh, for real?
Today, actually. I feel like black people didn't want to believe it because this is the only like representation we had of like, this is what a united black family looks like. So of course you don't want to believe somebody who portrays himself to be so good to ever do bad. But I think that there is too much evidence against the man for us to believe that they're just trying to sabotage his career. The timing may be weird, but I don't think that so many women saying the same thing all collectively got together and decided they were going to lie on one man. I don't think they would benefit enough from just lying on him.
And it's crazy that now, cause like there's a lot of sexual harassment cases coming up, and like the most recent one that kind of shocked me.
I don't want to hear it. I already know. Tell me, cause this one hurts my feelings for real.
That Travis, what's his name? Dad, why am I now forgetting his name?
Is it Ricky Smiley or Ricky Smiley's son?
No, it's not Ricky Smiley. It was on Ricky Smiley's website.
Okay. See, my mom's over here giving me fake news. I'm like, not Ricky.
Nah, it was dang, what is his name? Cause I just now saw the article, and for some reason now I'm forgetting it. He has a show on PBS.
Travis Smiley.
Yeah, Travis Smiley.
Okay. I know.
And like you look at like how he is, like he's basically the same as Bill Cosby, like, and now you getting this allegation against him and stuff like that. That'll tarnish his image, and like you got questioning and stuff like that. Cause like he's basically one of those people that's looked up to as well.
Yeah. I would really love to know the male perspective on this whole sexual harassment scandal. I really wish like they would stop using this word, because it's not a scandal. It's not like a whispering of things going on. It's going on. I know, like in situations that I've dealt with, especially where it comes to makeup, and me as like an entity and me as a business on my own. Especially as a model, in no job I work could my employer kiss me on the forehead. In no job that I work could my employer move me by my waist and tell me to stand here. I don't know, like, I feel like society failed men to believe that, like, something that was not yours, although we believe that theft is bad and we cannot touch somebody else's property, we can touch a person's body and it's somehow okay, or she wanted it, or I think that there's a fine line between like persevering and, like, if at first you don't succeed, try and try again and leave her the hell alone because she don't want you like that. I think that, like, I think that because all these, like, men are coming down, losing their positions and things like that, I can only hope that, like, men will understand the severity of it.
Like, it's crazy because, like, I know that there was one girl that I was talking to, and she told me I gave up too soon. Cause that was around the time, like, a girl said no to me. I was like, okay, I just move on. Like, I really want to talk to her, and then she came back to me like a couple months later, and she was just like, I gave up too soon. Then there was this other girl that I was talking to, and she said I was trying too hard, and so it, like, kind of confusing and stuff like that. But, like, that's how some guys look at it, is like, they even though, like, some girls, because, like, there's some girls that actually do play games and stuff like that, and it makes it looks bad on other females and stuff like that.
Right.
And, like, that's what I was trying to tell one girl, because, like, she was on social media saying, why is this guy continuously in my inbox and stuff like that? And it's most likely, like, some girl that he continuously did that to finally gave in, so he feels like that's what he has to do.
Yeah. I know people who will push and push and push until somebody says yes. Is that perseverance? Or did you, like, in a way harass her until she said yes? It's a fine line. Like, I don't know. I think another part of, like, it's again, this virtual reality situation. It's bad on both sides, though, because I can't even be like, oh, all men are dogs and all men don't know how to keep their hands to themselves, because there are females who abuse their femininity, who use their femininity to be manipulative, and then when it doesn't work in their favor, then it's harassment. So I don't know. It's on both sides, but I do know that at some point somebody failed men and made them feel like they were deserving of things that did not belong to them. I was having this conversation as well because, like, well, some girls is just provocative. If she was wearing nothing, it did not say a sign, please come touch my boob. If she was a stripper and she's off of work, just because she's stripping at work does not mean that she said, come touch me. If she's wearing a burqa, she's not asking to be touched. Like, oh gosh. Like, some of that just seems like common sense. I have had, like, people do, like, I'm pretty, like, stand my ground on a lot of things. If I'm not about it, I'm not about it. The one and only time a guy, like, tried it and thought he was going to be forceful, ended up fucking him up, and he told the police that I jumped him. But for some females, it's not like that. For some females, it's like guys just have more strength and can overpower a female. So, man, it's such a fine line. It's so much gray area where it concerns trying and trying too much. I think the girl who said that you didn't try hard enough, something like she wasn't worth trying. She wasn't worth it. Because I think that if you showed your true intentions and you show that you're a good person, that should have been, like, why do I need to keep proving that I'm a good person to get your attention? That's called games. She wants to be chased. She doesn't want it to be proven that you're a good person. She wants to play hard to get until she's finally like, okay. Oh, that's dumb. That's also dumb. That's also dumb. She's dumb.
Yeah, that's what how I actually looked at it. Like that's why I was just like, even though I really liked her, I just left her alone. But then like a couple months later, and like, yeah, that's another story and whatnot. But well, we're coming up to the end of the show and everything. Once you give your all your social media, how people can get in contact with you, or anything up you got coming up that you want to let people know about.
I'm super excited about this project that I got asked to work on. It's actually called The Ethnic Origins of Beauty. I got approached by a film crew in France looking for girls who are at least 3 generations of a certain culture. So I'm really excited about that. They're actually sending the crew from France to Raleigh to shoot me. So I'm really excited about that, and that's going to be first thing of the new year. So like, what a great way to start off the new year. But I can be found on Instagram as Porsha Paridise for makeup services. My website is PorshaParidise.com, and for a direct way to me concerning makeup, I can be reached at 919-696-9412.
Alright. And like always, I appreciate you coming on here, chopping it up with us, giving us insight, and especially like any young makeup artists that's tune in, the fact that you dropped some jewels for them. And like she said, she don't mind people coming shadowing her, so she gave all her information. So if you want to shadow, and how do you actually promote your workshops and everything? Just on the website and stuff?
Just on through my website, through Instagram, my Facebook for local people. I think I'm kind of tapped out on Facebook friends, but my Facebook is really important because it's local people. It's not randoms on Instagram. These are people who know me. So my Instagram or my Facebook is pretty heavy too, where it concerns my business.
Do you have a business page on Facebook?
I do. It's Porsha Paridise Makeup.
Okay. Alright. So that's all the ways that you can get in contact with Porsha, keep up to date what she's doing, and like she said, she welcomes people shadowing her, and like I appreciate her coming on the show and chopping it up with us. Other than that, next week will be the last week for the year. After that, it's going to be Christmas week, then New Year's. So we're going to be taking a break and then just kind of reflecting and try to see what else we can do to advance the show and everything. Next week, I think we have an actor, and then we had to reschedule Kennedy MacGyver, and so he's going to be coming I think Thursday, and then we have an actor coming on the show Tuesday. So yeah, so stay tuned to that. Other than that, I appreciate everybody tuning in. The feedback that we've been getting, I appreciate that as well. If you're an artist and everything, you want to send me your music, make sure you send the clean version to info@quarantineenterprise.com. Other than that, appreciate everybody tuning in. This show has been Quarantine. We'll see y'all next Tuesday. Alright?
Hey, this is Nola Ade, and you are now rocking with Il McKenzie. Right here.
Detroit. You already know every Tuesday and every Thursday tune in to the hottest radio station across the land, Quarantine Radio. They pussy down and all the hottest new music. Let's get it.
It's your boy Gabe, and I want to give a big shout out to Quarantine Radio. Make sure you check them out every Tuesday and every Thursday. And thank you for supporting my new single, Down Low.
I want to hear that new soul-free wisdom on Quarantine Radio.
Yo, what's up, man? It's the Kid Swift, baby. Young Swift. One time for the check-in with my dog, my homie, Il McKenzie. Straight out of ATL, Georgia. And you know how we rockin' out here, baby. Let's get it.
I tried being humble. 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 I tried I tried being humble.
tried being humble. Humble get no respect.